Hello everyone, today we are going to trace an array. In this code, there is an array of my array with the value of 10. So I created an trace table with the value of 10 and initialize all the index value equal to 0. And we have a value index 1 equal to 0. So update it with the value of 0. And index 2 equal to 0, so update this index also with the value of 0. Index 1 equals to 1, so update it with the value of 1. And we have a loop which will continue since index 1 is less than 10, and it says that my array index 1 will be updated with index 1 plus 3. Index 1 has value of 1, excuse me, and my array of index 1 will be updated with the value of index 1 plus 3. Index 1 has the value of 1 plus 3 equals to 4, and it will be assigned into index 1th position of my array, which indicates this. Since index 1 has element of 1 and the position is supposed to be 1, and it will be updated with the value of 4. Then it says index 2 equals to 1, update it with index 2 equals to 1. Then it has an inner loop which will continue since index 2 is less than index 1. In this case, index 2 is not equal to index 1, so the inner loop won't work, and it will print the my array of index 1, and it says that index 1's position has the value of 4, so it will be printed as 4. Index 1 will be incremented, so index 1 equal to index 1 plus 1, that means it will be incremented as 2. Is index 2 is less than 10? Yes, it is obviously less than 10. Then it will enter into the loop, and it will be again updated with index 1 plus 3. What is the value of index 1? It says it has the value of 2 plus 3 equals to 5. It will be assigned in the index 1th position, that means it will assign directly here. And index 2 equals to 1, index 2 will be updated to 1, and check while index 2 is less than index 1. Yes, obviously index 2 is less than index 1, so it will update my array of index 1. My array has of index 1, that means 2th position has the value of 5 plus my array of index 2. My array of index 2, what is the value of index 2? 1, so it has the value of 4 minus index 1. Index 1's value is 2 equals to 7. And it will assign into the value into the address of index 1. Where is the index 1? Index 1 has the value of 2, so this index 5 will be updated with the value of index 2, 7. Index 2 equal to index 2 plus 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Then it again asks while index 2 is less than index 1, so this statement is false, so it will print it directly 7. Since index 1 has the value of 2 and 2th position has the value of 7. Okay, now again it will check while index 1 is less than 10. Yes, 2 is less than 10. My array of index 1 will be assigned as index 1 plus 3. Index 1 has the value of 2, so 2 plus 3 equals to 5. It will assign in the position of index 1. Index 1 has the position of, sorry, I forgot to increment the value of index 1, extremely sorry. So my array of index 1 will be updated equal with the value of index 1 My array will be updated with the value of index 1. What is the value of index 1? It has the value of 3 plus 3 equals to 6. 3 plus 3 equals to 6. It will be directly go to the index 1th position. What is the value of index 1? Index 1 has the value of 3 and it will be updated with the value of 6. Index 2 equals to 1. Okay, index 2 equals to 1 again, and it will ask again while index 2 is less than index 1. So since index 2 is now less than index 1, it will enter into the inner loop, and it says that my array of index 1 has the value of 6. Okay, 6 plus my array of index 2. Index 2 has the value of 4 minus index 1. Index 1 equals to now 3 equals to 6 plus 4 minus 3 equals to 7. So the third position will be increment with the value of 7. Now it will again increment the value of index 2 with the value of 1. So it will be again increment with the value of 2, and again this step will be followed. So my array of index 1 has the value of 3, and 3th element has the value of 7 plus my array of index 2 has the value of 7 minus index 1 equals to 7 plus 7 minus 3 equals to 11. So my array of index 1 has the value of, will be updated with the value of 11, and then index 2 will be incremented with the value of 3, and since 3 is not less than 3, the inner loop will not work and it will print directly 11. Index 1's value will be incremented with the value of 1 equals to 4, and check if 4 is less than 10, and again ask my array of index 1, which is indicating that this value will be updated with 4 plus 3 equals to 7. Four plus 3 equals to 7, and this 4 plus 3 equals to 7 will be go directly to the excuse me, I again forgot to increment index 1. Extremely sorry about it. Okay, so this index will be updated with 4 plus 3 equals to 7. So this index will be updated with the value of 7, and index 2 again will be index 1, and it will again check while 1 is less than 4. Yes, it is less than 4. So my array of index 1, what is the value of my array of index 1? It has the value of 4 plus my array of index 2. My array of index 2 has the value of 4 minus index 1 equals to 4 plus 4 minus 4. Okay, let me check it again. My array of index 1 has the value of, my array of index 1 has the value of 4 and it has a value of 7, plus my array of index 2 has the value of 1, and 1th position has the value of 4, minus index 1 has the value of 4, and this will remain same as it is, and index 2 will be incremented by 1, index 2 will be incremented by 2, and it will again ask my array of index 1 has the value of now 4, index 1 has the value of 7. Okay, this will has the value of 7 plus my array of index 2 has the value of 7, again 7 minus index 1 4. So 7 plus 7 minus 4, it has the value of 10, and it will be assigned in the value of in the fourth index 10. Index 2 will be again incremented with the value of 3, and the same step will be followed. My array of index 1 has the value of 10 plus my array of index 2 has the value of 11 minus index 1 minus 4. 10 plus 11 minus 4 equals to 17, and it will be incremented with the value of 17, and index 2 will increment again by 1, 4, and it will check if 4 is less than 4. No, 4 is not less than 4. Then it will directly print 17. Since index 1 has the value of 4 and fourth element has the value of 17, I will not repeat it for the further further of this tutorial. Sorry. And index 1 will be incremented with the value of index 1 will be incremented with the value of 1, and it will be 5. And check if 5 is less than 10. No, 5 is not less than 10. So my array of index 1 will be incremented with the value of index 1 plus 3. Index 1 has the value of 5 plus 3 equals to 8, and index 1 will currently position will be currently indicate in this index, and it will be index 8, and index 2 will be resetted with the value of index 1, and check if index 2 is less than index 1. Yes, this is true. So my array of index 1 has the value of 8 plus index 2 has the value of 1, and it has the value of 4 minus index 1 index 1 has the value of 5. Okay, and it has a value of 8 plus 4 minus 5 equal to 7, and it will be updated in this index 7, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 1, 2, and again this step will be followed. My array of index 1 has the value of 7 plus my array of index 2 has the value of 7 minus index 1 equal to 5 equal to 7 plus 7 minus 5 equals to 9, and this index will be incremented with the value of 9, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 3, and now again my array of index 1 has the value of 9 plus my array of index 2 has the value of 11 minus index 1 5 equals to 9 plus 11 minus 5 equals to 15, and it will increment with the value of 15. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 4, and this step will again continue since 4 is less than 5. My array of index 1 has the value of 15 plus my array of index 4 has the value of 17 minus index 1 equals to 15 plus 17 minus 5 equals to 27, and this index will incremented will be added with the value of 27, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 5. Since 5 is not less than index 1, so this inner loop will be cancelled out, and it will print the value of index 1th position has the value of 27. Then index 1 will be incremented with the value of 6, and again check if 6 is less than 10. This is true. So my array of index 1 has the value index 1 will be updated with the value of 6 plus 3 equals to 9. So my error of index 1 will be updated with the value of 9, and index will be updated with the value of 1, and check if 1 is less than 6. Yes, it is true. So this index will be again updated with the value of 9, since my error of index has the value of 6 plus my error of index 1 has the value of 4 minus index 1 equals to 7. So this element will be updated with the value of 7. Um, 9 plus 4 minus 6, yes, 7, and index 1 will be updated with the value of 2, and again index 1th position has the value of 7 plus 2th position has the value of 7 minus index 1 equals to 8. It will updated with the value of 8, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 3. Then 8 plus index 3 has the value of 11 minus 6 will be 13. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 4. 13 will be changed with the value of 13 plus 17 minus 6, which is equals to 24, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 5, and again 24 plus 27 minus 6 equal to 45. Index 6 will be updated with the value of 45, and index 2 will be incremented, and 6 is not less than index 1, so this inner loop will not work, and it will print 45. Index 1 will be increased by 1, and it will be 7, and it will again ask while 7 is less than 10. This is true. Index 1 will be updated with the value of 7 plus 3 equals to 10. Sorry, 7 position will be updated with the value of 7 plus 3 equals to 10. Index 2 will be resetted to 1, and again check while 1 is less than 7. Yes, it is true. Then it will again increment this 7th index such that index 1 has the value of 10 plus index 1 has the value of 4 minus index 7, which will be integrated with the value of 7. Index 1 will be incremented with the value of 2, and again 7 plus 7 minus 7 equal to, again it will remain the same, equal to 7. Index 7 plus 7 minus 7 equal to 7. Okay, it will be incremented with the value of 3, and index 1 has the value of 7, so index 7 has the value of 7 plus index 3 has the value of 11 minus index 1 equal to 11. It will be incremented as 11, and index 2 will be incremented as 4, and 11 plus index 4th position has 7 minus 7, it will be 21. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 5, and again 21 plus 27 minus 7, it will increment with the value of 41. Index 2 will be incremented as the value of 6. 41 plus 45 minus 7 equals to 79. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 7. 7 is not less than 7, so this loop will be cancelled out, and it will print directly 79. index 1's element will be incremented with the value of 8. 8 is less than 10, true. Index 1th 8th position will be incremented with 8, 9, 10, 11. Index 2 will be resetted to 1. 1 is less than 8. Again the same step will be followed. 11 plus index 1th value is 4 minus 8 equal to 7. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 2. Then again 7 plus 7 minus 8, it will be changed with the value of 6. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 3. 6 plus 11 minus 8, and it will be changed to 9. Index 2 will be incremented as 4. 9 plus 17 minus 8 equals to 18. This will change to 18. Index 2 will be incremented with value of 5. 18 plus 27 minus 8 equals to 37. Index 8 will be changed to 37. Index 2 increment will be 6. 37 plus 45 minus 8. Index 8 will be updated with the value of 74. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 7. 74 plus 79 minus 8, which has the value of 145. It will be incremented with the value of 145, and index 2 will be incremented with the value of 8. 8 is not less than index 1, so this loop will cancel out, and again this will print 145. Then index value 1 will be incremented with the value of 9, and check if 9 is less than 10. Yes, it is true. My error of index 1 equal to index 1 plus 3. My error of index 1 is 9 now. My error of index 1 equal to index 1 equal to 9 plus 3 equals to 12. Index 2 will be resetted to 1, and check if index 2 is less than index 1. Yes, it is true, so it will enter into the inner loop. Inner loop says that 9th position will be updated. Index 1th position of my array. Index 1 has the value of 12 plus my array has the value of 4 minus 9. It has the value of 7, and it will change the value of 7. Then index 2 will be incremented with the value of 2. 7 plus 7 minus 9 equals to 5. Index 2 will be incremented to 3. Then 5 plus 11 minus 9 equals to 7. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 4. 7 plus 17 minus 9 equals to 15. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 5. 15 plus 27 minus 9 equals to 33. Index 2 will be incremented with the value of 6. 33 plus 45 minus 9 equals to 69. It will be incremented with the value of 69. Index 2 will be incremented to 7. 69 plus 79 minus 9 equals to 139. It will be incremented with the value of 139. Excuse me. Okay. Seven will be incremented to 8, and 139 plus 145 minus 9 equals to 275, and it will be incremented with the 275. Index 2 will be 9, and this condition will not again work, and then it will print this statement, system.out of println, which is literally 275. 275, and then index 1 will be incremented with the value of 10, and check while index 1 is less than 10, and yes, this statement is false, and this will jump into, sorry, I indexed it mistakenly by mistake. This arrow will be shifted to the next line, and since this statement while index 1 is less than 10 is false, this program will be terminated, and this will be the following output. And this is our output, which I boxed with red color. Thank you.